Hello, am I back? Hello, hello. Y'all let me know if I need to start it over. Or Katie, let me know. Because it's only 3 minutes in. I can start over. No probs. Maybe I need a better connection. Oh, okay. Hi Latasha, how are you? Okay. So now that we're here, I switched my Wi-Fi to a different, you know how I'd be having like 2.4 hertz and then 5.0. I switched it to the other one. So I don't know what that means, but hey, KJ. Latasha, I'm making it. I'm making it. Um, my financial advisor told me that I need to get a job, and it has thrown my mental health for a loop. I think I don't know if I realized how traumatic work felt for me. Like it was just like, everybody hates working. Like nobody wants to work. But the way that my body reacted when my financial advisor said, "Okay, Tracy, it's time to get a job again." Okay, mind you, I have not worked like this October, it'll be 2 years. That's pretty good. Like taking 2 years off of work, like that's pretty good. So I understand her concern. Like, hey, we need to get back to contributing to our 401k, like retiring, whatever. I told her, I was like, if I ever just run out of money, like I'll just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she was like, no. I mean, she don't be having no sense of humor the way that I need her to. Okay. Um, I was like, because I'm not going to be no 82-year-old homeless person. I'ma just, you know what I'm saying? Anywho, my mental health has just been in a tailspin since then. I've been trying to like keep it together, but and it also could be my mom's birthday is tomorrow. So um it could just be like my body is recognizing that sort of time period where I'm usually sad, around this time period. So maybe it's like a combination platter of things, but the job is really taking me out, taking me down. So I've been talking to my therapist. It was so bad last week in my therapy that my therapist, she has never done this before, but she was like, "Hey girl, like after today, I'm going to call." So I meet with her on Mondays, right? So this was last week. She was like, "I'm going to call you on Wednesday just to check in on you." That's how bad it was. That's how bad. I know you had EMDR right after the finance meeting. Did it help at all? That's the meeting I'm talking about. That was bad. That's when it all hit me and I was in a tailspin. I just blurted out everything that I hated about working. And I was like, the microaggressions, I feel like I can't be my complete self. And I feel like I'm always trying so hard not to perpetuate the angry Black woman stereotype. And in doing that, I feel like I can't emote the way that I want to emote. And then I feel like because I can't emote the way I want to emote, it feels like I'm shucking and jiving to stay happy and to not ever look angry so that I don't perpetuate that stereotype. But also, I don't want to code switch because that's trash. And then all of these, like, in the summertime, girl, I'm as dark as you. Put your arm next to my arm. And oh my God, how long did it take you to do your hair? And I just don't want to. I just don't want to. And the other part of it is that like, I don't know if I have the right sort of drive to be an entrepreneur like on my own. I don't have that like, oh, I'm gonna bust my ass like every day, every night, every day, every night. I'm a no sleep, I don't, I'm just not that way. Like my ideas come to me. I don't go looking for them. You see what I'm saying? Like they come to me and then I try to do them. Um, are you more comfortable working as a contractor? I am more comfortable working as a contractor, but I she wants me to have the benefits and she wants there to be a company match. She specifically said something about let these companies, give you free money. So here's how you know that your financial advisor is not a therapist. At one point I said, well, I don't know if my mental health is worth my 401k. Like my 401k is worth my mental health. And she was like, I think you can sacrifice your mental health for a couple of years. What? I was like, oh girl, you don't ever say that to nobody else. Huh? Um, like she's just so concerned about retirement that you know, that's what she's there for. But at the same time, it's like, can you get a finance degree and then like a minor in, you know, psychology or like social work or something so that like you understand the plight or like, I don't know, but I don't think she fully grasps uh the sort of heaviness. And then she said something about depression nest. She was like, I don't like that you have depression nest because I think it's keeping you stuck in the depression. I think it should be anti-depression nest. And I was like, okay, thanks for your suggestion. I really wish we lived in the same city again. I would have pulled up with a little something, something to ease your mind that day, a little South Cobb Way wing plate. I know. You always did get me out the house. Um, so finance people lack soft skills. I wouldn't take what she says with much weight. Yeah, I'm trying not to because, I'm really glad that I scheduled that right before therapy because then like everything that she said sort of got corrected in my EMDR. And so yeah, that was a good plan on I probably should do that every time, like talk to a financial advisor, immediately talk to a therapist because baby, she trying to stress me out. Um, Today I just got out of therapy not too long ago, and today I talked about like all of the things that I would need to, feel comfortable easing back into the work place. And remote work would be like top priority, which is hard to find these days in advertising because everybody had a RTO plan, a return to office plan. Um, they are hard, black or white. Mental health isn't that simple. OMG, was she serious? I thought it was a joke. She was serious. Them financial people, they don't be having no sense of humor like that. They be real like straight laced. And she's my soror. So she be keeping it real with me. Like she don't hold nothing back. You know what I'm saying? Um, she'd be like, hey girl, yeah, so get a job. I'm sorry, what? Um, yeah. So that is something that I am mentally tussling with. And y'all know I got a therapist and hi, Yeti's Odyssey. I got a therapist and a psychiatrist. And psychiatrist was like, my psychiatrist is like the bomb. Okay. She was like really amping me up. She was like, girl, you need to start making this money on social media. She was like, you doing it, but you not doing it. Because my TikTok came across her FYP one time. And so ever since then, like, I think she knows my TikTok, She's like, you don't be posting on TikTok. You don't be da da da. You could be making money. You could be just get on there and post like every day, every day, every day, every day. Go live when you're DIYing stuff. Go live on TikTok and da da da. She giving that, you know what I'm saying? And like I said before, I just really don't have like the fire in my belly for things. I think that's the depression. It's like really hard for me to like be excited about stuff. Even with my meds, like my meds are making me get things done and like I can focus on things and like, hey, I want to do this today and I can actually focus and like get something done. But am I crunk? Am I like, do I wake up like, no, I don't. I don't wake up like, I don't be like, yay, can't wait to get stuff done today. Ooh, ah. I don't. I be like this, I stretch, and then I'll be like, then I reach over, then I grab my phone, and then I'll be like, then I take the meds, the cocktail of medicine. Then I wait like an hour for everything to kick in. And then I'll be like, okay, I can get up. I could do things. Well, she can be keeping it real, but it doesn't mean she's right. Clearly, in regards to mental health, you can't rely on her input. She could have the best intentions and still fall short. Yeah, no, I am not listening to her at all. She doesn't, and it's so funny because one time I talked to her and I was in literal tears the whole time. Like that's when I was like in my lowest point. Like I was about ready to check up out of here, y'all. And I just had a random financial meeting. Like we meet like twice a year. And so it just happened to land on this day when I was like really upset or really not feeling life. And she was like, you just don't seem like yourself today. And then I just started crying. And then I was just like, I am not excited about anything. I can't find joy in anything. And I don't really understand what I'm doing here. I'm not gonna cry on this live, but in that call, she was like, usually she goes over like the numbers and stuff like that, but she was like, we're not going to go over the numbers today, but you know where to look for them. She sends them to me in like a PDF or whatever every time. But that day she seemed a little bit more, I mean, she kind of had to be a little bit more caring that day because I was like in shambles. But yeah, I'm a little struggly. I'm a little struggly. Here is my handle. Here is my handle. Okay. So, working is traumatic for me. And I knew that I didn't like it. I mean, I like my paycheck. Okay. But I knew I didn't like it, but I didn't realize that it was traumatic, that my body felt it was traumatic until she said it's time to get a job again. And I went into like panic mode, shock. So I'm trying to figure out if I can do like a last minute push on social media and like make something shake. I don't have that much like confidence in myself, I guess I should say. I don't I promise I did not get on here to cry. And I'm really I'm holding it in. I can do it. Baja Blast. Um, you know how like things be happening for other people? What if that was God? What if that was Jesus? But you know how like other people like make shit happen, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they be like, oh, I'm gonna make this shake, I'm gonna make that, I'm gonna make it happen for myself. Like I'm gonna get this done. And they like have this innate like belief in themselves. I do not have it. I immediately think this will not work for me, but I'm going to keep doing it just in case. Something might fall out like accidentally, you know? But some people are like, I'm going to make 3 viral videos and they're all going to go viral and I know it. And I'm going to make $30,000 this month. And then they like smash their goals. I don't know if I just don't have the same like level of drive, but I just don't have, I think what it is that I don't have the confidence to believe that the same thing will happen for me. Like I see it happening for other people. And I understand that like being a content creator or a social media person is a job now, but it seems like a job for other people. It doesn't seem like it can be a lucrative job for me. Again, well, not again, because I never said this, but I I was born in 1980. Okay. My mother was a boomer and I was just literally taught um you go to school, you get good grades, you get a job, you work that job. When I was in advertising and I was like bouncing around from agency to agency, like that's what all the people were doing in advertising. And my mama was like, no, you get somewhere and you stay there for 30 years. That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? So she taught me what she was taught, and I think I just have like this brainwashing of like I need a job to make money sort of thing. And this like social media doesn't feel like a job to me. I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody is wants me to be a production designer. I've never done that before, but I'm saying yes to random shit. So I'm gonna do it. Okay, let me see. I missed out some comments. I feel you. I'm constantly finding ways to cope with these kinds of intense moods and feelings often too. It's hard work, but you're doing it with what sounds like good support from your docs. Yeah, I'm so grateful for both of my therapists. One of the things that grounds me is the community work I've involved myself in over the years. It's a healthy mental health aid. The small affirmations in the work reflects back to me and my humanity, gives me a sense of values to keep me wanting to be here. Yeah, I feel that. I just don't like, I just don't want to leave the house. It was so funny because I went to Pilates, the reformer Pilates for the first time on Saturday. One of my friends that I model with, she has started Pilates and she invited me because they were having like her studio was having like a $5 day. And so I was like, oh, I can do $5. So I went and I really enjoyed it. Like I'm still sore right now. I like being sore. It made me feel like I did something, you know what I'm saying? But um when I got home, she was like, "Oh, so maybe you could join and da da da. We could go every da 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 this day, da da da." And I was like, "No, I would rather just buy a reformer machine and put it right here in the dining room and do a YouTube video. I'm not leaving the house. Like I don't want to go out there. I'm just becoming a recluse, and I get like anxiety now when I get dressed. Every time I get dressed, I just be like, I had to take a couple of deep breaths before I leave the house. I had to like mentally prepare. Isn't that crazy? So anyway, that's what's going on the home front. What she really needs is a G like beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. My mommy's birthday is to Mario. And I usually just, her favorite thing was like chocolate cake. And I used to always, no matter where I lived in the world, I would send her, I would always find a way to like have a chocolate cake delivered. Like when I lived in Brooklyn, I sent her chocolate cheesecake from Justin's, was it just whatever the, the one that Diddy made the making the band people walk across the bridge for. I sent her they had like a chocolate, different kind of chocolate cheesecake, like a medley cheese. I don't know. But I sent her that. And then I sometimes send her like a regular like delivery order of like Intamin. She was really into Intamin's chocolate cakes. So anyway, I usually just have a chocolate cake, like a slice of chocolate cake, and I sing happy birthday, and that's usually it. This time, and I usually, like post her picture on social media and say happy birthday or whatever. This time, I had like a really cute idea um for a what's the word? Content, piece of content, social media, a reel, I don't know, but a video. Damn. I had an idea, a cute idea for a video. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to take time and do it. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is, but it's basically, it involves some of her old outfits and, you know, I can't say no more, but it involves her old clothes. So I'm going to spend today doing that and like editing that down, and hopefully it comes out as my brain is like imagining it. And I'm trying to like come up with something to keep me like creatively busy, I guess, so that because what happens is usually when I know that there's like a sad day coming, I will just start to melt into the bed. Like it'll feel gradual, but it's not. Like I could just be sitting here and I could plan on doing something, and I just be like, I'll be on my phone like, and then I'll look up and it'll be 7 p.m. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't do a damn thing today. I didn't even eat. Y'all know I ain't been eating. So I'm gonna do that. So hopefully that'll keep me like doing something today, and I won't be so like comatose. I wrote like a little list of things to talk about, but now I don't know what they mean. One just says social. What does that mean? What did I want to talk about for social? Oh, I need to do more on social media. I don't know. I don't know what I wrote that down. The next topic says, I'm annoying, huh? So y'all know, well, if you don't follow me on Instagram, or if you don't follow Depression Nest on Instagram, You probably didn't see this, but somebody on one of the last videos was like, hey girl, she thought I was gonna block her for this, but I didn't think it was like a blockable comment. But she was like, um, is this the new direction of the channel? Like, are you always gonna be doing these like renovation type videos or whatever? And immediately I was like, I knew it. I knew eventually y'all was gonna get sick of me because I take too long. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I always be telling y'all. Like, I don't understand how y'all are still watching when I am still working on the same room that I was working on when we first started this whole show. You know what I'm saying? And I knew eventually it would get to a point of like, okay, girl. You know, even the most patient people are like, imagine you go away, you don't watch my videos for like 6 months, you come back and I'm still working on the same room. You know what I'm saying? It I understand what she was talking about. Now, here's the other thing. I just came onto this channel and started posting depression nest stuff here. I could have created a whole new channel solely for depression nest, solely to sort of segment the subscribers that are interested in that sort of content. But I already had, you know, like I think I had at that time like 7,000 something subscribers over here from when I was on the internet, you know, in my 20s. And so I was like, oh, I'll just use this. But I sort of understand what she was talking about because I sort of forced y'all into watching DIY content. If you're not into DIY, then you're probably like, the fuck? I started following you because you were rapping on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And like that's a huge like jump. That doesn't go together unless I start rapping and DIYing at the same time. You feel me? So I understood what she was talking about. And, you know, it's totally up to y'all if you want to stick around for that or not. I am super into DIY stuff. And I understand that some people are not. Hopefully, eventually, my subscriber list will like even out to people who are, even if they're not completely interested in the projects I'm doing, maybe they're more interested in my journey of like, you know, trying to do stuff through depression and ADHD. Maybe, you know, I don't know, but I didn't block her because I didn't feel like it was a mean-spirited thing or whatever. She was literally just like, I felt like she was just asking, like, you know, is this what I will be seeing, you know, all the time now, or like what? And, you know, immediately when she said that, I was just like, yeah, I guess I kind of did like force all the 7,000 people who were here before to like now look at this. But the renovations are part of your process. Make the videos you want. I love the randomness of the video series. It feels relatable. I think most OG YouTube viewers see content creators as whole people and welcome any content from them. Yeah. And I told her that, you know, if I think I said in my comment back to her, I was like, you know, if I create a new web series, it's going to be here. If I, you know, come out with something just super random, like a new idea for a series, it's going to be here. So I think like the Tracy May channel is just like, it's just me. All the things that I'm going through and all the things that I'm trying to figure out, you know? So, but yeah, I guess I understood her question and I wasn't offended by her question at all. I agree with Katie. Make the videos you want and your audience will find you. I love the renovation videos personally. Well, thanks, guys. Yeah, I guess we could go into that. I'm still working on the crown molding. The molding in itself, we haven't gotten there in the videos yet, but It is hard. So I'm going to talk about this in the video when I get there, but like, here's a little piece of it. So like crown molding, this is the part that goes against the wall, right? And this is the part that goes against the ceiling like this. So this is the wall and this is the ceiling, right? And then that's how it looks from the top. But in order to make this cut right here, so that you could hit the corners in the right way at the right angle, you have to cut crown molding upside down and backwards. Upside down and backwards and at the right angle. Y'all know I'm not good at math. You know I'm not good at math. So it's already giving, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. And it's been a journey. Okay. I thought I was gonna like bang it out in a weekend. I was like, oh, here's the week. It was 2 weekends ago that I was like, oh, it's time to do the crown molding. I'm still doing the crown molding. I literally had to call the company. I called the company that sent me the crown molding and I was like, hey, sir, I know not what I am doing. Please help. And then he was like, interesting. Let me go to the warehouse. First of all, I don't care if I ever like work with them or get a partnership. I am a U Decor stan just based off of what this guy Jason did. This was my molding. I told him, hey, I'm working with your crown molding number 2067. I don't know how to do the corner. Please help. Okay. And he was like, so it's not working in the way that the instructions say? I said, absolutely not. And I've done it a million times and I don't have a lot of pieces to like waste. He was like, you know what? Let me go to the warehouse and I'll make the cut and let me call you back. Called me back in a couple of hours and he sent me pictures. He was like, let me get your email. He sent me pictures of how he made the cut. And he was like, actually, this was hard. He was like, you picked a hard crown molding. I was like, I would pick the hardest one. I would, for the first time ever, pick one that is difficult. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, because this is flat and this is curved, that's what makes it hard. Most crown molding, it hits like this. It's just a straight line like this. But because mine has 2 different, like, I guess, angles to it, you have to hit it differently. And he was like, thanks for the challenge. I haven't had to tackle that one yet. Sir, But I was like so grateful that he did that because I understood when he showed me the pictures of how he had to cut it. I understood. And so I'm a U Decor stan at this point, just based off of he was like, let me go to the warehouse and cut it myself. I was like, okay, let me see. I'm not a DIY girly, but I still watch whether I'm driving or working. I'm just here listening. I appreciate it, funky princess. Because at the end of the day, like, you know, some people watch DIY for like to see the before and after and to see the progress or the process of it all. But I feel like when it's me, because I am me, sure, I'm doing a DIY project, but I'm probably going to come in there talking about a story, tell y'all about how one time I was with this dude and he got, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I just be talking, you know, sometimes, and I don't really be, I be doing stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I still just be talking. So I understand what you're talking about. I'm just following your journey. So wherever it takes us, it's fine with me. I would think your true supporters feel the same way. Yes, what KJ said, we are here for your journey. Wow, that's amazing customer service. Okay, I agree. Most businesses wouldn't give a damn. Hi there. Hey, Pla. Make sure you leave a review. That's great service. Yes, your stories always have me hooked. Yeah. Jason? Oh, please leave. That's the only reason I remember his name. I said, huh? And then called me back when he said he was going. I said, "Ooh, Jason, But you know what? When I read I always read the comments of stuff that I'm about to buy to see like if people enjoy the quality, if it's crappy or whatever. And everybody in the comments, I didn't see one comment that said they had bad customer service. Like everybody was like, I didn't know what I was doing, but the customer service was top notch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I'll ever buy this again, but the customer service though. And so I'm a stan. Like they got my money from here on out. If ever I need some molding, I'm heading to U Decor. Real talk, just off of yeah, let me go to the warehouse and try to make that cut myself. Sir, huh? Um, Side note, unrelated question. Have you watched the Never Ever Mets on TV? So I watched the first season. Me and Drea, I believe we watched that together on our when we used to have a single shit show on Sundays. I believe it was on Sundays. But I have not watched it. I think Raylo Jr. told me to watch it. And then I think Drea is watching it, or I don't know if it's over now, but I have not started it. And I don't know why, but lately I just feel like I have to be in the right mood or mindset to like get into like these people's relationship stuff. However, I did watch Couples Therapy. I, I love a good therapy sesh. Invite me to the therapy. I'm so nosy. I am so nosy that watching therapy is entertainment. I mean, yeah. So here's the thing about Never Ever Mets for me. In this day and age, 2025, I don't understand how it's happening. I don't understand how it's happening. Somebody is broke. Both of y'all. How are we never ever meeting? We've been talking for 14, 15 years. What are you talking about? What are you talking? Why are we on a video chat? Bro, in 14, 15 years, you could have drove one state at a time and been over here in 60 days. You ain't got no train ticket money, no bus ticket money, no, I can understand plane ticket, but you don't have none of the other forms of transportation. Nah, you married. You're married. You're married. Like, let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Like in 2025, you FaceTime me, you talk to me on video chat, whatever, and you never want to see me in person. And y'all know I'm a long distance relationship girly because I honestly believe it's because I'm an only child and I like my space. But I will get a boyfriend out of state quick. I'm like, I like you. You far away. I don't have to see you every day. Ooh, sexy. So, but okay, I found my thought. Okay. But even when I'm in a long distance relationship, we make plans to see each other. We make plans. Okay, what we doing next time? You coming here, I'm coming there. It's just like, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. And I would never, like, I just be watching a show like this. I binge watched Couples Therapy. Couples Therapy. What's that lady name? Arna? Or something like that. The therapist. Let me tell you something. Arna be clocking their tea. Clocking them. And I ain't gonna say too much, but this season, when that man, he didn't like how she was coming for him, and then they left the process, then gonna try to come back acting like they all good now. Sir, y'all are not good. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. I say the same thing. Yep, keep it all in one spot. I'm getting old. I can't keep up with all the different spaces. Wait, I forgot what I was talking about right there. Keep it all in one spot. Y'all will tell me. Like, nah, we states apart and I haven't seen you. Exactly. Right. We the same kind of person. Let me go watch. These are real couples. Yes, girl. You've never seen couples therapy? Oh, baby, you got, I think, 4 seasons. I wish I could watch couples therapy for the first time. Start with season 1. I need you, don't start from where it is right now. Start from season 1. Season 1 had the most, what's the word when you, like, it causes immediate hate within you feel it bubbling up and it's coming and you want to curse these people out. Season 1, I believe that was season 1 or season, I don't know if that was season 2, but there's always usually in every couple, there's one person who's the villain. There's always an asshole in the couples on couples therapy. And it's just like the other person finally realizing that they married an asshole or that they've been with an asshole for, because some of them aren't married. Some of them have just been together for a long time and maybe they have kids or whatever. Yes, like please start from season 1 and you go get your life. It's on Paramount Plus. Like, it's a Showtime show, but I guess Paramount Plus and Showtime did a little, let's merge or something like that. And it's on Paramount Plus. So if you have that, go ahead. I don't know if you still have to have Showtime or if it's just all combined now. I don't know how that works, but couples therapy. It's so good. Real couples, real therapy, real he cheated on me and I'm not real cursing each other out, real therapists talking about, now why would you do that? It's so good. It's so good. And I think, at first I was like, why would people go on this? Like, why would you put all of your business on a TV show? Like, this is your personal marital business. Why would you do this? But here's the thing. I think that Arna lady, I haven't confirmed this, but here's my theory, okay? I think that Arna lady is a tippity top therapist in New York, okay? I think she, just look at her office. She got money, all right? She got money, and I think she is one of the top couples therapists or just therapists in general in New York City. And if you go on this show, you get free couples therapy for, I think it's for a whole year. And if you feel like you need it, you could go to one of the top therapists in New York City for free. You just got to air your business out. I don't know. Would y'all do it? I'm an oversharer, so I probably would do it. But man, I kind of want to start couples therapy over season 1 just to like watch it with you. Yeah, you can watch The Shy. Yeah, if you can watch The Shy, you can watch couples therapy. So yeah, it's so good. The Black couples. Oh, let me tell you about. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it, but this. Okay, Shayla, don't listen. Okay, go blah, 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 for like 17 seconds. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, so that part, I think it was season 1 where the guy, was married to that Hispanic chick, and she told him, the Black guy, she told him to just comply with the police. I said, oh, you get what you wanted. You got what you asked for. Okay, because now you done got with this girl who, okay, Shayla, keep doing like this for like 27 more seconds. You done got with this girl who's not in your culture, who doesn't understand your plight. And now you are mad at her because she's telling you, why don't you just comply? Just do whatever they say. I was mad at both of them. Because why would you tell your husband that? A black man. Why would you tell your black husband that? And I think they had kids. Did they have kids? I don't remember. But I was pissed. Not logging on. Okay, I'm done, Shayla. My Shayla. I'm done. But yeah, watch that. So good. You're going to have so much vitriol in your spirit. It's going to spew out. Let me tell y'all something. Can I ask y'all this? I was going to make a video about this, but I don't know if it's too weird because I'm weird. But do y'all ever be watching something and then you involve yourself? Is this an only child thing? Or like I'll be watching, say I'm watching couples therapy. I will pause. I'll be like, pause. Bitch, why the hell would you do that? Because if you said I'd be talking to them. And then here I go. I watched this show called Relative Race. It's like a Christian, it's kind of like Amazing Race meets Long Lost Family, where people race around the country to find family members that they've never met before because maybe they were adopted or whatever. It's like just feel good TV kind of. Just it's something to watch in the background. But sometimes I will be watching Relative Race and I will pause Relative Race and give my version of how I would have been if that were my relative. What am I doing? Does this put me on the spectrum? Do y'all do this? Or is it just me? Sometimes when I'm watching like a TV show and somebody delivers a line, I will pause it and I will deliver the line. Play. Sometimes when somebody's having like a really emotional moment and like, I will pause and be like, because if you really loved me, do y'all do that? No? Y'all don't do that? I really be trying to insert myself. I think I've been doing this since childhood as well, because I remember watching like Nickelodeon Guts, and we couldn't pause back then, but I would literally act out how I would have climbed the mountain or how I would have tackled the thing. And I think I told y'all before, one time I went to Double Dare on tour and I made a sign that said, pick me, because they would pick people out of the audience to go do the stuff on the stage. And I made a sign. It was me, my mama, and my neighbor. My mama had won tickets to Double Dare Live. And I made a sign. Here come, what's his face? Mark, what was his name? I don't know his name, but the host and the lady. It was a lady. I don't remember her name either. But here they come up. We were sitting in the upper area, so I never thought that they would come up there and that anybody in my area would get picked. So here they come. I'm holding my sign up. As soon as I saw them come up the stairs, hell no. What? Mark Summers, thank you. My mama was like, Trey, put your sign up. He's literally right there. And then they ended up picking somebody literally in the row behind me who had a sign. I just got nervous. I didn't want to in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to in my head, but when the opportunity presented itself, it got too real. I thought I was going to embarrass myself. I thought I was going to have to cry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I would have did that, I would have cried. I would have cried. Yeah. So my mom was like, you made that sign. You really made me buy a poster board, and you made that sign, this big ass sign, blocking everybody behind you. And when they bring their tail up here, you put your sign down? I was like, I was nervous. I had got scared a little bit. I got nervous. I put it down. But anyway, I just think I'm a in my head sort of doer, you know. I'm not like a let's go do it. I'm just like I could do that, you know, in my head, not in real life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I still think about that day because, like, what if they would have picked me? That could have been such like a life moment. I bet that person, I don't remember if it was a guy or a girl, but whoever that person was that got picked out of the row behind me, I bet they still talk about that shit to this day. Man, I was on Double Dare, man. Listen, man, I had reached up the nose. I was finding my flag. You know what I'm saying? I had scraped the sides. You know, I had a technique, I had a strategy. Listen, if I would have went, it would be one of the stories that I would be sharing with y'all. It would be like, y'all, let me tell you about the time that I went on Double Dare as a child. Ready, go. Part 1. Okay. Yeah. So he came up there. I was holding my sign. Pick me, pick me. He was like, you. I got picked. Boom. We go down there. He gave me the little t-shirt or whatever. And then I started doing the thing. I'm getting slimed on and everything. I would still be talking about it. I would still be talking about it if he had picked me, and I know the person that he picked is still talking about it to this day. Okay. Shout out to them and their sign. That wasn't better than mine. Okay. But all the shows, Double Dare was the show. All the shows where the kids had to like do some kind of obstacle coursey thing had my heart. It had my whole heart. It was Guts. It was Legends of the Hidden Temple or whatever that one was, where they had to get those what you call those thing? You know what I'm talking about? With the heads on it, heads on a stick. Come on, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's gonna come in 5, 4, 3, 2. Start with a T. A temple. Y'all gonna put it in there, whatever that thing is called. But when they had to collect all of those like gold coins and stuff, and remember that one where it looked like they cut the side of a house. They cut the house in half, and you could see all the rooms in the house, and you had to run to the room and get the thing. Baby, listen, in my head, I was amazing at all of those shows. Amazing. Carmen Sandiego, top notch. Carmen Sandiego and Ghost Rider. I don't know if y'all are old enough for Ghost Rider, but Ghost Rider, word. Listen, y'all know I'm super into writing, so Ghost Rider was my jam. Carmen Sandiego, she flew up to New Orleans, down to Belize. She took you for a ride on a snowmobile to China. Tell me where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Oh, tell me in the world is Carmen's. Why do I imagine that was the group Color Me Bad? Why do they look like them? Whoever sang the Carmen Sandiego theme song, why in my head I'm putting them as Color Me Bad? That's crazy, right? Because I know that was not no, ooh, I want to set you up, Carmen Sandiego all night. No, it wasn't them, but I don't know why. What else? Okay, so I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna try to watch the Never Ever Mets because Ray told me it was crazy. You just told me it was crazy, and Drea told me it was crazy. So, all right, I'll watch it begrudgingly. But yeah, once I start watching it, I'm gonna be like, oh my God. um, the last thing I got on here is weight loss. Y'all, I have entered into the weight loss zone where people are noticing now. Like, people outside. And it's kind of weird. Oh, sorry, y'all. This feels so good. Hold on. So it's kind of weird, but like yesterday I went to I'm in a sorority, not Delta Sigma Theta, but I'm in Delta Sigma Theta, of course, Sorority Incorporated. But this plus size modeling sorority is called Pi Sigma Mu. And so I went to a Pi Sigma Mu meeting yesterday. And, it's a whole bunch of plus size model girls. And I came in there, and as we had the meeting or whatever, we're talking about an event we're having, which picnic in Chicago. If you are in Chicago, we're having a picnic August 2nd, I think. So check that out. Look into that if you want to come. But what's I talking about? Oh, so we had a whole meeting, left out of there, and I was walking to the car with one girl, and she was like, I've been meaning to ask you this, since we got in the meeting or whatever, but why are you so small? I was like, girl, my medicine. I think my medicine is doing something. She was like, okay, medicine. I was like, I know, right? I never have ever in my life had the side effect of weight loss. Like, this is the first time that this has ever happened. This always happens to other people. This has never, I always get the weight gain side effect. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just enjoying it for what it is. I still wear the same size. I told y'all I could lose 60 pounds and still be in the same size pant. Okay. It's just some on the higher end, it's just the pant is tight, and on the lower end, the pant is a little loose. But I can still wear that same pant. Okay. I'm still in the 18. Somebody asked me, oh, my friend that I went to Pilates with, she was like, are you like a 14 now? I was like, no, girl. Well, I really don't know what I am because I only wear scrubs and sweatpants mostly, but I did try on some jeans yesterday. That was an 18 stretch, and they just fit comfortably instead of, when I used to wear them, they was tight. You know how hold on. You know how it be tight right here? And it be so tight, it be causing that like the little muffin top. And when you sit down, you be like, you gotta do like this a little bit so it don't cut off your circulation and shit. So it wasn't doing that anymore. But I'm still in the 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still be wearing the same size. So I don't really understand that. I need to change meds. You're the second person to say their meds are causing them to lose weight. Yes. My psychiatrist says she thinks it's the Ritalin. And then KD on here is a doctor. And she also said she thought it was the Ritalin. I think KD said it could be the Ritalin and the Wellbutrin or something like that. But either way, I think what it's doing is because the ADHD meds make you focus so hard, I be forgetting to eat. But also maybe I'm not as hungry or something. I don't know. It's doing something, child. I don't know. But yeah, I gotta make sure that I exercise, work out or whatever, because I don't want to have all that extra skin hanging from me, I don't think I'm losing weight that fast, but I don't want it. So yeah, y'all. Thursday, I'm gonna try to have a video up for y'all. Um, the last video that I posted was about the painting. Okay, yes. The paint job turned out so good. And then what's after painting? I think after painting is when I started doing like the trim stuff, like the crown molding, the baseboard, stuff like that. And it's just, I've still been working on that. Like, I've still been working on that. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't know what is gonna happen. I don't know what I'm gonna post on Thursday, to be honest with you. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on here and talk to y'all about, the things going on in my life. If y'all ever see me get on here and I am just low energy, depleted, I probably got a job. If I'm like, hey guys, I got a job. Like, I really have been trying to win the lottery. That's how like anti-job I am. Like, I really have been buying lottery tickets. And before I like pick my numbers, I'd be like, Lord, please. Please, just this one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even need to be like the big jackpot. Like, it could be just give me the million real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let me live for another, like, 4 years, 3, 4 years, just chill. And then cool, I could figure something out in that time, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But like, I got the app. I'll be playing on the app. So because y'all know I don't leave the house. So anyway, hopefully I'll figure something out. I guess that's it for this live. Let's start a lottery pool. Wait, I don't know. That might be illegal. It's not illegal. People do that at work all the time, right? I used to be in the lottery pools at work all the time. Everybody get $20 and we go buy 300 tickets or whatever that was. And the funny thing is like you know that secretly the bosses are like, they cannot win the lottery. They would lose their whole workforce at one time if the office wins the lottery and you didn't put in. Your whole office is out of there. Imagine. That's why I always put in. I could not imagine everybody else winning the lottery and not me. I think if I won the lottery with like a whole bunch of other people and like one other person didn't win and they were like my friend, I would give them some money. Maybe it wouldn't be like the lottery winning amount of money, but like $10,000 or something. You still got to go to work, bitch. But I'm sharing. You know what I'm saying? Only if they're my friend. But yeah, we're all quitting. So you might want to ask for a raise at this point because they're about to work you down. But yeah, y'all. Oh, one more thing. I have been trying to like bank because I want to start the what do you call that? Subscription, YouTube subscription, members only section. And so I've been trying to like make videos, like random storytelling videos or whatever. And so I started this whole little series called Tell Me Why. It's like my storytelling series or whatever. And it's just me telling these like quick stories, like tell me why one time I went da 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 da. And so I just been trying to like pump out a whole bunch of those so that even when I start the membership, it's already like content in there for you to like look at, you know what I'm saying? And you don't have to like, oh, I just paid $5 to get in here. Like there's nothing to see, you know? So I'm trying to like build some content that'll live in there already. But I thought that idea was cute and it's so easy for me to do. And I don't be just talking about my business, I be talking about everybody's business. So tell me why one time I need to tell the story of how I was a stripper for one day. I'm gonna tell that in the members only section. For sure, for sure, for sure. I'm telling that story in there. But yeah, y'all. As always, if you have depression, you are not alone, babes. I love you down, heart you down. Stay tuned. I don't know what's coming up, but in order to stay tuned, you have to what? Stay here. That's right. You got to stay here in order to stay tuned. Heart y'all down. Thanks for joining the live, everyone. Love you. Okay, bye. See you next time. Don't get a job.